Alien, Earth might be peak television, and here's 15 reasons why. 45 years after the original Alien film was released, the xenomorph has landed on Earth with the new TV series Alien, Earth. It was well worth the wait, because I am absolutely hooked. Here are 15 reasons why Alien, Earth is peak TV. 1. The Lost Boys are a splendid addition to the Alien franchise. Peter Pan fans rejoice, because you are getting plenty of references and Easter eggs in this show. The idea that these sick children turn synthetics is really cool, but also the underlying theme it shares with Peter Pan that these synthetics can never grow up like the kids of Neverland is so creative. It's also scary because we're putting technically children in the heart of this danger. 2. The breathtaking set designs are peak. From the familiar ship settings to the settings on Earth like Neverland and the crash site, the set design in this show is some of the best I have seen this decade. I love that the show started with the overly familiar on the ship and slowly introduced what Earth looks like in 2120. Each scene feels like it has love poured into the set, and it's not just a green screen on some backlit. What is the Alien franchise? Horror? Action? Science fiction? Alien, Earth does an incredible balancing act of all the subgenres that make the franchise so unique. There is all the wonderful world-building any sci-fi series needs. The search and rescue is very reminiscent of Aliens with the Marines. And, of course, the xenomorph itself brings the horror to the series. 4. Sydney Chandler is killing it as Wendy. FX, Jeff Spicer/Getty Images. Can't say enough positive things about Chandler's leading performance. Introducing a sick child who then becomes the synthetic Wendy is instant sympathy, but the way she plays the role feels very honest and not too over the top of the child transforms into an adult trope. Even little things like her Peter Pan stance when she's listening to someone are very endearing. 5. Actor Alex Lawther as Hermit was the perfect casting. FX, Kate Green/Getty Images. After playing the role of Karis in Andor, it's nice to see Lawther back in a sci-fi role. His character feels very separated from the overall story, which is actually what makes it so interesting. We, the audience, knew what he was walking into, but it is still equally horrifying to watch it all play out. Plus, his relationship with his sister is definitely something I will be looking forward to. I didn't have Ice Age 4, Continental Drift, 2012, in Alien, Earth on my bingo card. It's as bold as it gets. That one shot of Sid killed me. What even is this show? In all seriousness, the scene was very nostalgic and hit the right chords for the two characters. 7. All the original ideas could carry this into a long-term series. The alien lifeforms in the Alien franchise slap harder than any other. The constant upping of the stakes for body horror is appreciated while I look the other way, disgusted. But it goes beyond the monsters. This world they have built, and the practical love poured into this project, is strong. I am not necessarily hoping for spin-offs, but I would love to see more of this universe, even if it means different characters and stories every season. The question to warrant more seasons: how does human life adapt to the xenomorph's arrival? This could become the next Walking Dead or Rise of Planet of the Apes. I'd argue the easiest part of a TV show is the pilot's inciting incident. Alien, Earth did not miss with this one. There was no other way to get a xenomorph to Earth unless it was a disaster. I felt like it was explained simply, without dwelling on it for too much, that there was no other option for the ship but to crash land. The alien tick scene with the two search and rescue men was a disgusting introduction to how terrifying the specimens from the crashed ship are. I wish it were a little more practical, but whenever it is a tinier alien or effect like that, it gets a pass. As long as we don't get CGI xenomorphs, looks in Alien 3's direction, we should all be excited at the possibilities of these new aliens. If this show does get greenlit for a second season, I hope the horror elements continue to evolve into something like Alien, Isolation. I think the strongest part of the Alien franchise that is underutilized is its ability to lull you into the security of a sci-fi movie with a well-timed scare. I feel like this show has done an exceptional job of that so far. 11. The slow burn works and feels more like the original film than anything in the Alien franchise. Sci-fi horror. The world of science fiction needs time to breathe and grow, and I think this show killed it with its pilot episode, not rushing things. If anything, I didn't love the little flash forwards for the sake of keeping the audience interested, but it also didn't derail the show for me. 12. Boy Cavalier and the rival companies are a loyal vision to the originals. Greed has always been a big underlying theme in the Alien franchise. Cavalier, played by Samuel Blanken, has shown every time he has appeared on screen. He reminds us all too well of the billionaires in today's day and age, and the mask keeps peeling off little by little to show us who the true antagonist is in this universe outside the perfect living organism. Hopefully, his character can find an interesting conversation with a xenomorph before the season ends. 13. The creepy imagery is scarier than the jump scares, and I'm cool with that. Seriously, I have been the biggest complainer of Alien not leaning hard enough into horror since the original. This series is so subtle with its unsettling imagery that it reminds me a lot of Alien, Romulus. Every single specimen so far has made me go nope, so it's safe to say that creepy is the way to go for this show. Then, let the xenomorph tear some people to shreds. 14. What could be plot holes are filled by trusting the audience. Why the hell would anyone crash unknown alien specimens on Earth? Although briefly explained, the captain mentions that the ship's navigation systems were destroyed. Little moments like this are key for sci-fi shows. It didn't dwell on it for too long, and hopefully, viewers accept little details like this so they can suspend their belief and focus more on the show rather than potential story errors. 15. Potential. 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 I'm not looking for a 10-star show, but I am looking for promise. So far, it is delivering with flying colors. If the season or finale ends up being a disaster compared to the pilot episodes, this isn't the time to balk. There is a lot of potential with this concept for the Alien franchise. Bravo to FX for delivering both this and The Bear within the same timeline. We are eating well. What are your feelings about the first episodes of Alien, Earth? Comment below. Watch it on Hulu.